Get comfortable quick. Got it. Leave meeting. No, it's fine. All right. My bad. Let me do my audio syncing real quick.
Yeah.
Hey, when we pull up to the light, it's some beat with the bass knocking. I be quiet till it's time to perform, then the stage rocking. Where I'm from, gotta keep heads down cause the case popping. Built this up off of my own work, ain't no name dropping. Is you stupid? That's what I do and I'm great. If you my dog and you ain't ate, I'm giving half of my plate. I couldn't bite off of y'all cause y'all ain't have enough taste. We can't relate if you ain't focused on some cash in the safe. Laugh in your face, then head to the bank with the bread on me. From California, if they ain't lying, it's dead, homie.
That's it. What's up, y'all? It's your boy Thecky, aka Tekster, back here on Teksters Lab. Now today, kind of got like a little COVID episode. Today we got a very special guest. Today, none other than Nutty Side's very own. Go ahead and introduce yourself, brother.
Hey man, what's up? I'm SEFA M from North Sacramento.
Sheesh.
Yeah, let's get it.
Okay. Hey, what's up with the home team though?
What you mean? Which part? Which team? Which team?
Oh, Grant, man, they just won. What was it? Sectional or state?
Yeah, they went sections. I think they're going to state next week. I'm going to SoCal. Yeah.
Oh, damn. Did you go to high school in Grant? Or
I went to high school there, but I ain't gonna lie, I didn't play ball.
hey,
I was sideways big. I wasn't tall. You know what I'm saying?
I'm weak. He said, okay, that's what's up, man. Nah, I seen on your Instagram you shouted him out. I was like, okay, he really from the nutty side. I didn't even know that.
Nah, yeah, I'm right. I'm like 2 blocks away from Grant. That's right. That's my home.
Oh, nice. Okay, hell yeah, man. That's cool. It was funny. When I got you on the podcast, everybody was like, "You guys gonna do it in person?" I was like, "Nah, I think he live in like Canada or some shit."
Yeah, I know. I'm out the way.
I think I seen one of your politicking podcasts. Marcus was like, "Yeah, just stay in Canada." I was like, "Damn, I live in Canada, bro."
Yeah, I'm out the way. Yeah,
hell yeah.
You know, Sacramento always gonna be home, but you know, when better opportunities come about, you got to take them. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, for sure,
Yeah.
man. First off, man, for my viewers, give me all like 114 of them. You feel me? Nah. Just go ahead and introduce yourself, man. And just like tell them like who you are, where you come from, and then what you do for a living and stuff like that. Not like too into detail, but you know what I mean?
Yeah. My name is SEFA M. I'm a Samoan rapper out of North Sacramento. I've been doing music for like 13 years. Yeah, you know, I've been around. I've been around. Not, you know, I ain't really been at no pinnacle or no peaks, but I've been doing.
But I mean, you've been active in the music game though, for sure.
Yeah, I'll be trying.
Yeah.
I'll be trying.
Nah, I think it was I think the first time I heard you was one of Ado's like old songs though. I forgot what it. Damn, I was just listening to them. It was like not the was the slowdown, the showdown. You know what I'm talking about?
I think what you talk. I think you're talking about problems. Problems was on
Ado's.
Yeah,
yep.
That was on his High Baby, I'm High Baby, the mixtape long time ago.
Yeah. Man, how long ago was that?
That was probably like 2011, 2012, 2013, something like that. Yeah, I was still in college.
You're still in college? Yeah, I was gonna ask you that. Was you still in school and stuff?
Yeah, I was in American Samoa. I was going to college out there.
Damn.
I lived out there for like a combination, like a combined 5 years.
Yeah.
So I had came back to Cali for my sister's graduation.
Yeah.
And then we went to San Ho because my pops is from San Ho. So we went to San Ho, and then the USO 5 connected me with Doe, and we made a bunch of songs. We just worked like that. You know what I'm saying?
Oh, that's what's up, bro. When did you realize like you had like a talent for it? You know what I mean? You had a knack for rapping.
I think, man, I ain't gonna lie. I was always a nerd growing up, so I always read. I read a lot.
Yeah.
You know, I got into poetry, you know, spoken word type stuff. I never performed. I was always shy. I never performed.
Hey, you know what I mean?
Yeah, but yeah, but like it's always been that kind of thing. And then and then just getting like one day I just picked up a mic and tried it, and it was trash, but at the time it was awesome. You know what I'm saying? So
hey, but it was the climb though. It was the climb. Yeah.
It was.
I get it.
Yeah, I was like 18, 19 when that happened. So
oh snap, damn.
Yeah.
Okay, so that's when you realize, like, damn, I like this. I can do this.
Yeah. That was I just knew I liked it. I never like. We gonna get into it later on down the road, but I didn't make money off of music I did it the wrong way, bro.
I didn't make money. You released it and then just didn't like do anything about it, or
man, for anybody that's been following me for a long time, I was on SoundCloud releasing music.
Oh yeah, a gang of music.
Yeah, not doing anything with it. You know, I make a song I made a song in my room and I just released it that day. It was. I had the wrong business plan. You know what I'm
saying? But I mean, in the beginning of it, it's more like you're doing it for the love of the music, right?
Yeah.
That's why you were doing it because you pretty much loved it. And then when you realize, like, I fucked up, I should be getting paid for this.
Well, yeah, and also I think that's funny you brought up Doe because he had an interview with the Usos Big Goose Radio, and he had said at the time he was like, all y'all artists get off SoundCloud, man, put your music on streaming. Y'all gotta make money off of your music. And at the time, I disagree with him at the time because I was still in my free music phase, and now I fully agree with him. You know what I'm saying? Now I'm like, nah, put your music on streaming. But it's also a different landscape. Like it's a very different landscape now than it used to be in 2011. Like,
how do you figure?
I feel like everybody now has Apple Music or Spotify. And in 2011, we was still in that
SoundCloud.
You know, we was still pirating. You know, pirating music. We was still pirating everything. You know, we didn't pay for anything.
Bear Share and
LimeWire. You know what I'm saying?
Oh man,
it was like the tail end of that. So it was a different time. Okay. But in this day and age, put your music on streaming, man. Get your money. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. So when you say like streaming, like do you guys get paid off of like SoundCloud listens, like streams?
You could get paid off of SoundCloud if you pay for a pro account and you go through all of that. But for me personally, I use DistroKid. DistroKid is a distributor. You could go on there, you can upload, you pay like $25 a year or something. You could upload unlimited amounts under your artist name. And then it goes on Apple, it goes on Spotify, it goes on YouTube, you know, TikTok, and then you just accumulate revenue from there.
Okay. So just we're gonna get into this later, like getting back, but like if you had a chance to like go back to yourself, right?
Mm-hmm.
Like 2011 when you first started this stuff?
Yeah.
Like your poetry days and stuff. What would you say, like, hey, I mean, you're starting out as a rapper, but do this. You know what I mean? What would you say to yourself?
I think it's important for people to like read to learn, like to just learn. Like there was a lot of things when I was coming up that I didn't know how to do or I didn't know what to do, and I just left it. I just left it at that. I was like, well, I don't know how to do that, and I didn't pursue it. You know? It just seemed like too big of a task to get to. I think you know, young artists, if y'all don't know what to do, man, YouTube it, Google it.
Man.
All the answers is out there. So I think just knowing that this unknown, you know, these uncharted territories, like it's possible if you just take the time, you know what I'm saying?
Yeah. It's funny you bring that up because I was talking about it the other day. I was like, dude, you never really know you want something until you actually figure out, shit, I gotta work for it. You know what I mean? You're like, damn, I don't know how to do this, but am I gonna put the time in to learn how to do it? You know what I mean? This is my first time doing the Zoom podcast. So I was like, damn, it's kind of hard. You know what I mean? But like, I spent all night last night trying to figure it out. Even today, like, I got up hella early. I was like, I gotta figure out how to do this.
My fault. I done threw a wrench in your plans.
Nah, but it's cool because it's like you never know what you can handle until you have to handle it. You know what I mean? So
Mm-hmm.
I was like, when this came out, I was like, hell yeah,
Yeah.
I'll do a Zoom podcast for SEFA. Dog. You know what I mean? Like,
Appreciate you.
oh man, I appreciate you for real.
Yeah.
So now you starting out at like 2011 and stuff like that.
Mm-hmm.
Like, what made you want to keep going with the rap? You know what I mean? Like, was it just like the love of the music, or was it just like the feedback that you got?
I definitely think it was a little bit of both.
Hmm.
I think when you first start, there's like, it's like opening a whole new door, you know.
Hmm.
I think as dudes, we all grow up like playing sports. I never played like professional sports, but you go to the park, you get excited to be on the
Oh yeah.
basketball court, or you
Oh
get
yeah.
excited to be in the field, playing
Yep.
football, or
Yep.
whatever. And that kind of excitement, that's something we grow up with. And then like later on in life, when you find something like music or you find a different kind of passion, I think
Yeah.
it's like you rediscover happiness basically. And so I think when I found
Mm.
music, it was like a whole different lane of like purpose and fulfillment. And that kind of drove me for a long time. But then like you said, people recognizing you. Like the fact that people were coming to me telling me um
Oh yeah, I get it. Like, hey man, you hella tight. Like, yeah, yeah.
no, I mean I appreciated those comments too. Like those, don't get me wrong, I got an ego just like everybody else.
I'm
But
with yeah.
it's the comments that that people send me that I used to think of artists that I would listen to as a kid. Like
Oh, like you
I
were getting props from like other artists that were
no
like,
no when I was a kid and I was listening to music, I would listen to music and I'd be like, man, this song saved my life. Like I would
mm,
feel like that. I would honestly feel like, man, if this song didn't exist, I probably
yeah,
wouldn't exist. And then growing into an artist, I would get messages saying like, yo, man, this was a rough year. Your music pulled me through it. And when I get like the full circle, moments like that, to me,
yeah.
made everything worth it, So
Okay, I get it.
that was definitely a big part of continuing music, even when I wasn't
Yeah,
making money from it. It was just like, nah, people need a way to, what I'm saying, to keep going.
yeah.
So
No, for sure, for sure.
yeah.
Music for sure is something that's been a big part of my life. Like I don't make music or nothing, but like damn, bro, just like you said, listening to music
Yeah.
and like feeling what the artist is saying, going through what the artist is actually talking about,
Hmm.
you connect and you resonate with that mug and takes you to another level almost. But
Yeah.
was there ever a moment like was there ever a moment where you were just like, get the fuck out of my face? Like for like a fan, like a
Nah.
fan was just like not like he was hella like nice and cool to you, but he was just like a rude ass fan. Like, hey, take a picture with me, take a picture with me. You know what I mean?
Nah.
Like, you come here, man, come here. I fuck with your music, man. Come here, like you know what I mean? Was there ever a moment where you had to like, hey, bro, relax?
Nah,
I'm a human being. You know what I mean?
nah, I've
They're like,
uh honestly I never had that.
no.
I don't really be out like that. Like I've done a few
Mm,
shows here and there,
yeah,
and I've been to a couple shows just as a fan, but
yeah.
I don't know. I feel like I attract and people gravitate to me. It's like very similar people, like introverted,
Mm,
kind of quieter people, because I
okay.
think I put that out in the music. So I think a lot of my fans is like really down to earth, really like low key about
Yeah,
it.
I can see that. I can see that for
Yeah.
sure.
So,
Where do you get that style of rap though? Like, where do you get it from? Like, what would you attribute it to? Like, a certain artist, a certain era of music? Where would it come
man,
from?
I think it's I'm like a whole melting pot of different artists. I
Mm,
think like different aspects come from different people. So one of my favorite artists personally, my
hmm.
favorite artist is Joe Budden, right? And a lot of
Oh,
people be like, man, what the hell? Like what how the hell this come about? And to me, I know, bro, I know. But Joe Budden to me is
pump it up, my man.
he's to me he's the greatest because
Yeah.
yes, when you listen to
Wow.
his music, if you listen to his music, he was talking about a whole bunch of stuff that wasn't cool to talk about in music. Like he has music about depression, about suicide. He had me, and I understand. Like now we got the Logics, and we got like all of these new kids, like the Juice Worlds and the Lil X, where they like all depression stuff. But in 2004, 2003, that wasn't the way. That wasn't the norm. And Joe Budden was a rapper who was at the at the height of his career, was talking about being addicted to drugs. He was talking about depression. He was talking about suicide attempts, and he was talking about all these things that and just everything in that realm. He was talking about all these things that to me, I had
like shedding
nobody
light on it.
Yeah, and at the time of me feeling these type of feelings, I had nobody around to talk about it because I was ashamed of, I was embarrassed about it.
Oh yeah, typical island kid. You're like, you're going through some stuff. Yeah, I get it. Trust me. Funny story, but it's not funny, but it's funny. You know what I mean? So my sister, she was she was pretty young. She had her friends over, and we're all in the living room. My mom, my brothers and sisters, we're all in the living room. My little sister's outside playing with her friends, crying. My mom's like, "What happened? What happened?" She hurt my feelings, bro. 3 seconds pause. Oh, you you're like, bro, just laughing at her, bro, the whole time. We're like, what feelings? Who has feelings here? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
But like, just to bring it back to your point, man, I understand that, like, how like you could feel like, damn, don't nobody care, don't nobody, you know what I mean? Don't nobody listen about that. I get that, man. But Joe Budden's though, like,
I'll put a playlist together for you because a lot of people don't really know his catalog like that. But Joe is top tier.
But I mean, like, if you had to put, and I'm not saying this for like debating. I'm just saying this because because my favorite artist is M. So you know what I mean. If I'm looking at it, I'm like, he kind of talks about the same thing. He kind of has like, but that was my first rapper I ever listened to though. So that's why I'm like by default, Eminem is greatest rapper. You know what I mean? Yeah. So I'm not. I can get it that how you like at that time, and then listening to his music, kind of like I get that part.
Yeah,
that's crazy though, man. I'm for sure gonna have to listen to that that playlist because.
I'm gonna put you.
I'm not questioning you because you're the rapper. You know what I mean? I don't know nothing. So yeah. But that's a bit trippy for me. I didn't expect that, man.
A lot of people don't.
Yeah. So all right, top five rappers for you.
I mean,
it don't have to be like Holly or anything. It's just like up to you. You know what I mean?
I honestly, bro, I stopped listening to like new music a long time ago. It just, to me, I don't know, man.
No, yeah.
You know, but I mean, if I'm going off of like my favorite artists, like people I can listen to for the rest of my life, and you cut everything else out, I'll probably go Joe Budden, my guy Charles Hamilton. You know, shout out to, you know what I'm saying. I go J. Cole.
Okay.
My guy, Ado. I gotta go Ado.
Hey, that's tight. That's
I gotta go Ado.
For sure, that's love right there.
Those I always say it like this, man. You know, if I be like, sometimes I'll be like, dang, man, I wish my music went further. I wish things went differently. But I'm like, bruh, if they ain't caught up on Ado, then I'm, because like it has to be him first. Bro, you know what I'm saying? That dude he's been doing it forever. You know, he's on a break, but I mean that dude is cold. So we got what? Budden, Charles, Cole, Ado.
One more.
Man, you know who's cold that don't got a lot of music out, but he will soon? Who's boy that? Dallas Casey from Long Beach.
Damn, I don't think I've heard of him,
bro.
I'm not super like. I'm just like you, bro. Like I don't search for like new artists unless they're like popping and everybody's like that.
Yeah.
Like other than that, I'm playing the same
Yep.
5, 10 artists. You know what I mean?
I got my playlist from high school that I still run through.
Bro.
That's
it's
it.
funny. I be like a DJ sometimes at our little Fakava and bro, 2001 music, 2002 music, you
That's
know what
it.
I mean? 90s music.
That's all you need.
Bro, man, I was like, man, I grew up with my older siblings, so like listening to music, I was getting it from them. And listening to the music now, I'm like, what is this, bro? You know what I mean?
Yeah. I feel like that always happens. You know, every generation, it's like, oh, these new kids, y'all music suck. And then
Yep.
you know, it always happens like that. So
Yeah.
you know, we just
Yeah.
going with the flow. That's just how you know what I'm saying. That's
Just a
how it's
little
always been.
just progression, that's all it is. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's hella tight. But so you said now that was just like top 5 of all, but like if you had to rate just like the poly rappers, what would you like what would you do like a top 5 or top 10 for you? We'll do top
Oh,
5 so that way it's a little harder.
I'm putting I'm putting Doe up there.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know if I'd rank them, but I put Doe up there.
Oh, you don't have to be no order, man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Doe up there personally. Doe is one of my inspirations too. Like when I first started coming up, that was a big, like
Yeah.
vocally, you know, his music just sounded so cool.
Man.
I think you can't. We did it because me and my homie Marcus on the
Yeah.
podcast, we did something similar to this,
Uh-huh.
and I messed up, man. I didn't put Booyah Tribe on there, so I got to put Booyah Tribe on there.
Oh, okay.
You gotta,
Okay.
cause it's
That's
just
out
you
of
know what I
respect
mean.
though. Like out of like
It don't you know
nah, it
you
don't
don't
feel
get
right without
nowhere.
them.
You don't
Yeah.
get nowhere without them. So
Okay,
you know
yeah.
you got to put
I can
Booyah
dig it.
Tribe in there. You got to put
Yep.
Drew Deasy in there. You know what I'm saying?
Mm,
The second wave.
for sure.
Um, my boy Dallas
Yeah.
Casey, I put him in there.
Hmm.
Um,
Man, I gotta search him up, man. Dallas Casey.
I'm not gonna lie, he don't got a lot of music out. You know, he's
Okay,
over the years, you know, he
but
dabbles in
like,
so many different things. He's a
yeah.
creative. He's a
Okay, hell
creative.
yeah.
So yeah,
But
but
just off of the works that he has now, it's kind of like,
just off of the text that I've gotten, like
mm.
I don't know when he finna drop them, but when he
He
do,
said the text.
yo,
Oh, we.
when he drop them, it's finna go crazy.
Okay,
Um,
yeah,
and in that same vein, man, the Uso Bobby B Mac from Utah, from Rose
yeah,
Park,
yeah. Heard of him? Yeah.
cold, bro.
Okay.
That boy got man, and they doing like a whole, like indie pop wave right now, and that mug is cold.
Mm,
Like, you talking about some pop music with some bars in it? Oh my
yeah.
goodness,
Oh, okay.
cold. Him and Venu, shout out to them. You got to go Cutthroat too. You know what I'm saying? Cutthroat and them,
Yeah.
they doing
As a
a
whole
thing.
though, right?
Yeah, they doing a
Cause like
thing.
yeah, like when like that whole when they're going off
Yeah,
and you can hear each verse, man.
they
Like it
compliment
oh yeah,
each
oh
other
yeah,
so
bro.
well.
Oh yeah.
You know?
And it's not like a like it's like any other rap group though, you know what I mean? It's that raw stuff, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's what I like about it too.
Mm-hmm.
But damn, that was tight. Is there anybody that you like in that top 5 that you wanted to work with that just haven't gotten to it yet?
I mean, I work with Juice Boy, rest in peace.
Yeah.
But I ain't work with Cutthroat as a whole. That'd be dope.
Oh, okay.
And I mean,
Yeah.
Booyah Tribe, you know what I'm saying? They solidified.
Bring him back. Bring him back.
They solidified. They
Hell yeah.
solidified where they at. So
Yeah.
nah, man, you know, I work with you know who I'm meant to work with. So I don't think, you know, I
Mm.
think it'll come, you know, it'll work its way out. It'll work its
No, I
way out.
get it.
But
I get
I
it.
think everybody on there I worked with though, like in some form of fashion, besides Booty Tribe. So yeah.
Okay. Yeah. I think, man, not to sound like a fangirl or anything, but I think you and Doe, like you guys is like connection.
Mhm.
When you guys get on the track,
Yeah.
crazy, bro.
Yeah.
Like for real. Uh I like how yours is more like I don't know how to explain it. You have that like the what's it called? It's like it's like a mix between oh my bad. It's like a mix between storage. My bad. No. But so what I mean to say is like your music is more like more amped up. Does
Mm.
that make sense? Like I
I think
like
so, yeah.
listening to it because it's like music I can work out to. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
And even the problems song,
Yeah.
like that's music I could just like. It makes you want to do something. You know what I mean? Like
That's funny.
it
That's funny you said workout music, bro. I ain't worked out it forever. Hey, it works though.
hey,
Let's get it.
hey, you ain't the only one, dog. Nah, bro, it's definitely some like get you going. You know what I mean? Music.
Mhm.
Like
Yeah.
where do you what do you get from pretty much just like working with other artists? Like, do you feel like you get better, or do you feel like you elevate other people's platforms? Not platforms, but like, do you feel like you throw when you throw in your verse, you just made that song go up, or do you feel like when you throw in your verse, oh, it made you better? You know what I mean?
Uh, I mean, in terms of quality of the music, I always tell people like, you know, uh, I'll do the song if it makes sense. Like if it makes sense for me to be
Mm,
on it,
yeah.
then I'll do it. But if it doesn't make sense, then I don't think we should be here.
Okay.
Yeah, when it comes to the quality of the song, though, I always try my best, to
Yeah.
elevate a song. And some of the more like some of the songs that I've been
Hmm.
sent,
Yeah.
I definitely think that it made me come like more appropriately, like come better, come harder,
Oh,
because
like challenge you type stuff.
yeah, I
Okay.
definitely I love those kind of songs, man. Whether
Yeah.
it
Yeah.
challenges me like lyrically, like I remember when Bobby B Mac we worked on that, and he challenged me, and Dallas Casey challenged me.
Okay.
Um,
Yeah.
and then there's other cases with like working with Mo Music and working with
Hmm.
like Etu Season, Eddie Dino, um, where it was
Because you
more artistically challenging. Like
okay.
like it was like something that I'm not used to doing, but I tried it,
Mm.
and sometimes it worked and sometimes it didn't, but I was always up for a challenge, So
It is. No, I get it. Building up like an arsenal or something for you,
yeah.
as far as like rap lyrics and stuff like that.
Hmm.
Okay. Was there ever a song where you felt like a motherfucker got off on you? Like you was like, oh, damn, this
Man,
nigga's tired. This nigga like, you know what I mean? And then you were just like, nah, I gotta get him back. I gotta get him back.
I don't think in this new way of recording, like
Yeah.
I don't honestly, bro, I don't really count it, because it's like we do everything online. Like me, I've always done music in my room, so we
Mm.
do everything through the email. And I don't think the nature of competition is
Oh,
in
it's
that.
not as it's not as real as it is when it's like one on one in the studio type stuff,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah,
Yeah, I get it.
when you in the studio, like I I don't mean to, sound like big headed or whatever, but I had
Mhm.
confidence in me because like I think I'll write really fast. A lot of the music that you
Okay.
hear,
Yeah.
these verses was written in 15, 20 minutes. And
Damn.
so when I get in the studio with like certain people, or not really certain people, one of the few times that I've gotten in the studio with people,
Yeah.
like that, our verses might have been, on par, but
Mm.
that's like me finishing an hour earlier,
Oh,
So
okay. Yeah. Yeah.
so it's but it's
Like
different. It's different through
let's
the
see.
email.
What's that? What's that saying? Procrastination. That's what
Oh
it
no,
is. It's like when you get the best out of you, like
yeah,
last minute, like oh man, ooh, that
yeah.
just
It
yeah.
honestly, bro, like it wake me up when I'm next to somebody. But it hasn't happened often. Like I haven't been in the studio with people often and recorded.
Okay.
Even in the what
Before.
13, 12
Yeah.
years, I haven't
Okay.
done it a lot. But
Okay.
but I have to say this. Do you know the Uso Vaeli?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
Bro, that's the big bro right there, man.
Hey,
That's the mind. Yeah.
Shout out to Maeli, bro. And I
Bruh.
posted this on the
Shout
podcast
out to you,
last
brother.
time.
Yeah.
Yeah, I posted this on my podcast.
Uh-huh.
But he had tweeted one time. He was like, and
But what happened?
so me and my boy Monster, my boy Ioane,
Yeah.
uh, we was making music in Samoan. This was way back in the day, way long time ago. and we
Yeah.
was messing around. You know, we go to his house and record in his closet,
Yep.
and we was doing this song. It was honestly, bro, I was just kidding.
Yeah.
Like
Yeah.
I was
What
just
was it?
joking. It was like a reggae rap song. Like we was, you know what
Okay.
I'm saying? We was just messing around.
Yeah.
And so I went up, and like I said before, I write my verses fast. I recorded my verse. I'm cool. He's in the back chilling, like, you know, whatever. I
Yeah.
record my verse. I'm messing around, not thinking anything.
Uh.
This will come in later and lay
Yeah.
his verse,
Uh.
and he do like a whole main vocal with 20 ad lib tracks and
Oh
like,
yeah. Yeah.
bruh, this
Yep.
fool
Yep.
went off, bro. And
Yeah.
he did like a Fiji reference. Like he started doing the morning ride, and he
Yep.
started pulling from all these different songs and harmonizing it.
Yep.
And I'm
It,
sitting there messing. Oh man, he killed me on that song. I ain't gonna lie.
I'm weak.
And,
This is
and
Miley, right?
no, this is my homie on it. But then
Oh, yeah.
Miley heard the song
Uh,
and he tweeted. He was like, "Man, bro, Seth, you gas, but I ain't gonna lie, man, you got gassed on this track, bro." Man, I was like,
we.
"Damn, like you ain't had to bring that up."
Hey,
I did
hey,
though, I did.
hey. Yeah, I did. I did. I had.
Yeah,
Hey, nah, he for like an artist himself, he like keeps it all the way 100.
always.
My is like even if somebody gets off on him, but you know what I mean, he's always gonna say never.
Yeah,
I mean, but I feel like that's what every artist should say. You know what I mean? Nobody
yeah,
ever got. But
mhm.
like for him, like that right. He's like, bro. He's the main reason why I started a whole podcast, bro. Just chopping it
Oh,
up with him, having genuine conversation, man. Like he
yeah.
was like, bro, brother, do that shit. I said, hell yeah, I'm gonna do that shit. So like just having him say that to you, bro, it definitely sounds like it. What did he tweeted it to you?
He tweeted it to me, and I think I was recording a mixtape, and he had came over and we was talking about it too. I was like,
Yeah, yeah.
I know. That one was bad though.
He
He did
said,
give, but that was all. I think that honestly, I think that's the only time where it was evident. I think any other time it was like kind of there,
yeah,
kind of equal. But
yeah. Okay,
I will
I
say
get
this:
it.
when I got the verse back from Juice Boy, rest in peace. I was like, damn. I was like, damn. This is damn. He went off on that.
One of those ones, huh?
That was one of the ones where I was just like, man,
Yeah,
this is
man.
this. You know what I'm saying?
There's like there's artists like in your lifetime that you're like, damn, I wish we had more music, bro. He's one of them. Like
Yeah, for
for me,
sure.
for me,
Yeah.
he's like, bro, man, if he had more music, bro,
Mm-hmm.
like right now it's like just kind of like, damn, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like it's one of those like, man, I feel like so like it was just too soon, you know what I mean? Like he had
Mm-hmm.
so much greatness, bro.
Yeah.
Man, rest in peace to Juice Boy, man. I think for him, he had like a like I said, like a raw style of rap.
Mm-hmm.
And what was cool about him was like he was lyrical too. You know what I mean? Like even the like just the stuff that I've listened to so far, like as far as like the four dub ENT and stuff like that, bro, lyrical.
Yeah.
And I think I think for me he'd be on one of my top fives too, for sure,
Yeah.
for
Yeah.
sure.
I think the fact that he balanced being lyrical with also being like melodic and catchy. Like,
Yeah,
bro, I like I love the polytape. I love the polytape too.
yep,
I don't think I don't think anything stands out from those projects
yeah.
more than just the single Juice Boy line. I don't wanna die sober. I wanna die.
Oh,
Like when that
yeah,
line hits, bro. Like especially
yep,
when I first heard it,
yeah,
like it stuck, bro. Like that,
uh,
the beat killed and
yep,
everything stopped. It's like a moment in time where everything stopped. And even to this
yeah,
day, I could think about it and I could hear it. Like I could feel it. You know what I'm saying? So
yeah,
he had a way with getting lyrical, like spitting a message, but also making it sound so
yeah.
cool.
Yeah, the
Like he,
delivery he had was
yeah.
crazy,
You
bro.
know,
Crazy,
that's real artistry right there. That's something that
man.
I try to work on, but I can't, I'm not all the way there, but
Nah,
like
you,
I don't wanna die so bad. Like even now, I just want to
yeah.
listen to the song now. I
Oh
just want
man,
to,
for sure. The
so
polytape, like all the songs that Juice Boy's on, man, slap.
Yep.
Like the whole Cutthroat slap, man.
Mm-hmm.
I think it was Reggae Fest when it was at Great America,
Yep.
bro.
I was
I
there.
was on my feet the whole time, bro.
Yep.
Like when Cutthroat was on there, I was on my feet the whole time. Uh-huh.
Yep.
I don't want it. That
Yeah.
man. I was trying to do the voice and everything. My
Yeah.
wife was like, sit your ass down. Okay, my bad. But yeah, man, that I love his music, bro. Love his
Mm-hmm.
music.
Mm-hmm.
So for you, right, like being an artist, where do you want to go with it? Like what do you want to do with the music right now? Like are you just doing it for fun? Is it just like you know what I mean? Just do it like on the side? Or are you like really trying to like push your music, push
I mean,
like you know what I mean?
yeah. I think for a long time I just wanted to make music. And then when the streaming and the revenue came in, I wanted to work on that. And then
Oh,
like
okay.
more recently, like, a little bit after COVID, started getting into performing. I performed a couple times in Washington and in LA.
Mm.
And honestly, for a long time I didn't want to perform. Like I was not, I'm stage fright.
What kind of like what stopped you from it? Like I know you say stage fright, but like
Yeah.
what was like one of the main things where you're just like I'll just release music. I don't want to get up there and
Yeah, people always say, you're a rapper, you should do the X, Y, and Z. Like, and to me, I've never been the prototypical rapper.
yeah, yeah.
I've never
I can
been the
see that.
typical rapper. I've never been, like,
Hmm.
I
I'm a
remember,
rapper, but I'm not rapping.
yeah, it was
Yeah,
like
yeah,
early on, my family, oh, you rapping now? Let's do a music video. We're gonna have the cars, we're gonna have hoes, we're gonna have this and that. And I
yeah,
always was like, nah, man, I don't really, that ain't really me.
yeah,
So
yeah.
it's always been a little different. So even with the performing, I was like, I don't really want to perform. They was like, how you a rapper? You don't want to
Mm,
perform. But I just was, I've never felt like a typical rapper. So then I never thought it was like
okay.
necessary. Um,
Oh, I get it. Like you were just like you kind of just did it for the flow, as
I just,
opposed to like did it
I just,
for
I just don't like rules. Like I don't like when people put me in a box. I always feel like if I'm put in a box, I gotta find a way to get out of it. So with
yeah,
that
yeah.
case, it was that mixed in with my insecurities of performing, like stage fright. But
Oh, okay.
it wasn't until Washington when I performed in Washington. I performed in Tacoma. Shout out to Emerald Dynasty.
Hey,
I performed in Tacoma and everybody there knew every word and every song and every, what I'm saying?
yeah,
And
yeah.
when I had that
Was that your
experience,
first performance?
no, I performed a long time ago in Samoa and Western Samoa.
Mm,
A lot of times. I performed in like LA a couple
okay.
times and then,
Was that like your biggest like you felt it performance
that was the
in
best.
Tacoma? Oh,
That
okay.
was the best.
Damn.
That was the best, like
Yeah,
hands
yeah,
down. It was just a whole room full of, most of them or half of them was like family, and then the other half was people that really rock with me. So it was
yeah,
to when I had that experience, I was like, okay, this is doable.
yeah.
So then and then the funny thing is, I came back to Washington for the Polyfest,
Uh huh.
and I performed there, but instead it was like nobody there. Like it was like a whole gap in the crowd
Oh,
between,
what?
yeah, it was no, like there was people there at the fest, but
Was it
nobody was
raining or something?
nah, it was just, you know what, I was like a last minute pencil in. They penciled me in,
Okay,
and I only
okay.
had two songs. They was real quick. They was just like
Yeah.
oh, Seth, you want to be on, because I didn't know if I was gonna go. So when I ended up going, they
Mm,
just penciled me in for two songs, and it
okay.
was it was nobody in front of me, but I still performed, and
Yeah.
I still had a great time. And so
Nice.
when that happened, when I figured that I could do it with a whole crowd of people or nobody at all, I was
Yeah.
like, oh, this is easy. So then I went to LA. I did a show in LA, and
Yeah.
people was messing with it. It was tough. It was hard. It was opening for Cutthroat, and that was
Oh,
hard.
damn.
Yeah. So then,
Yeah.
I mean, after that, I've been cool. But then I moved, I headed out, and so
Yeah.
it's been died down a little bit. But when I get back, man, we gonna get to it. Like,
Oh, for sure, for sure. You
yeah,
gonna get busy, huh?
yeah,
That's what's up.
yeah, we gonna
What
get to it.
what's one thing that like you want to do with the music? Like, is there something that you want to like you want to get from it? Like, you want to you want to tour with somebody? Do you want to like open for somebody? You know what I mean?
I'm trying to travel. Like
Okay.
the music is cool. I'm
Yeah.
slowly I'm slowly transitioning. I'm older. So
Hmm.
like my priorities in life, it used to be I wanted to be the best rapper, and now it's kind of like music. I fed into the music for so long.
Yeah.
Like now I want to reap the benefits. You know what I'm saying? I want to travel. I want to go to New Zealand, Australia, off of the music.
Yeah.
Like I don't want to travel there just to travel there. I'm trying to go
Yeah.
off of the music, but go
Yeah.
back
No,
to
I get it.
Hawaii off of the music. Like I
Yep.
just want to travel now. I want to, I want to tap in. So I'm trying to figure
Oh yeah.
I'm trying to figure out the algorithm so that I could target different
Audiences and stuff. Or
audiences and different
yeah.
demographics in these areas
Yep.
so that I could get going. But we'll see how that goes.
Oh, for sure, man. And good luck with that, bro. Because
Yeah.
I don't see a whole lot, and it could be because of COVID, but like I don't see a whole lot of concerts going on like that. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Especially for rappers. Like
Hmm.
it's a bit harder now. Like more singer. I see more singers than anything. You know
Hmm.
what I mean? Traveling and stuff like that.
Yeah.
But I just seen man the brother Rob Lowe just got back
Hmm.
from New Zealand.
Yeah. Doing his
I was
thing
like,
out there.
damn, bro. Like, hey, okay,
he got
international player, huh?
he got so that song he did with Revis and I
Yep.
forgot, I think it's Young Cuz. That song
Uh,
is like top 3 in New Zealand right now, bro.
bro,
Rob got a hit on his hands.
man, I said, bro,
Yeah.
you did it big over there. He goes, I had to, man. I said, hell yeah, dog. Hell
Yeah,
yeah, dog.
shout out to Rob Lowe, man. He doing his
Man,
thing.
for
And that
sure.
and that song is hard. And so
Man.
that's
Hey,
so yeah.
go ahead, my bad, go ahead.
Nah, that's definitely the right path to go to. Like I always try to
Yep.
tell, up and coming artists, like we have a lot of people, like a lot of Polynesians in
Mm-hmm.
America, but we so dispersed, like we're everywhere. But if you target
Mm.
Australia, New Zealand, like
Oh, yeah, yeah, yeah.
you don't
Yep,
never have
yep.
to go platinum. You could sell 100,000 copies in New Zealand, Australia, and you can
Man,
live nicely. You know what I'm saying?
I had watched a podcast just recently. It was with Young Go, but it was the
Mm-hmm.
podcast I think in New Zealand.
Yep.
They were just talking about like how people in New Zealand were just like just gangbanging because of the music, and I was like, damn, like, and I was just like hella laughing because like I can speak from experience, like
Hmm.
how the boys from Sacramento be rapping and doing all this other stuff, you know what I mean? But out here we see like a different side of them. You know what I mean? We see the
Yeah.
joking, the funny. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
The down to earth side of them. But
Yep.
everybody else, everywhere else, just only sees all the. You know what I mean? All the
Yeah.
signs, all the. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? That's all they see. And I was just like, damn. What if somebody can show the other side of these artists? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that way, when motherfuckers walk up to them, they're not like, you know what I mean? Like
Yeah.
hella timid and stuff. And
Uh-huh.
I was talking about it with Rob Lowe because
Hmm.
he was like, I don't like how when I go places, people are just like nervous to talk to me. I'm a
Well,
human
man,
being,
that's
bro.
what
Like,
happens when you
you know what
buff
I
as
mean?
hell, walking around tall as hell.
Hey,
Hey,
but the coolest thing about him, bro, is like
yeah,
he's the most like have fun, man,
yeah,
feel good. Like,
yeah.
bro, everything is good with him, man. Like
Hmm.
it's funny how he said like he has to be the one to initiate the like the
Hmm.
joking and the you know what I mean the calmer setting, and then
Hmm.
everybody else just starts to corral around that. I'm like, damn,
Yeah,
to have that to have like a certain image, like even for like Young Go, like his music,
hmm,
it's like it has like a certain persona to it, but
yeah,
like he's just like every other islander, right? You know what I mean? And
yeah,
I just speak from like what I hear from interviews and stuff like that.
yeah,
But like he's just like a regular, you know what I mean? Like we're all
yeah,
regular people, you know what I mean? We're all
yeah,
human beings. So that's what I like doing about this podcast stuff. It's like catching a different side of everybody. You know what I mean? You can see the
uh,
whole social media, you can see the music and all this stuff, but like actually talking to other artists, even yourself, man. Like
Yeah.
today, I would have never found out that you were like introverted, and you know what I mean. Like
Yeah.
until you said something about it, I'm like, damn,
Yeah.
I didn't, you know what I mean. Like it was something that kind of shook me because
Mhm.
in my head, I'm like, damn, it makes sense. Recording studio just by himself,
Yeah.
podcast from far away. I'm like, damn, that's
That's
crazy.
it.
You know what I mean?
I do everything from the comfort of my home, man, you know?
Hey,
I
hey, sometimes it be like that though. You know, I'm about
Bro,
to start doing these podcasts like this, man.
man,
Instead
so
of trying to
yeah.
find a studio and to record it, I'm like,
Uh,
I just do it on Zoom.
yeah,
But
I'm chilling, man. Everything is, I'm trying to cultivate a platform, but in my own way. You
okay.
know, like I think I've always felt like that, but doing it in my own way so that people don't come in here with preconceived notions about like, oh, this is how a podcast is supposed to be, or this is how
Mm,
a rapper is supposed to be. I think
ooh,
I've always
I like that.
challenged these norms.
Yeah.
And
I,
so I'm
uh-huh.
I'm I'm still doing that in the podcast space. I'm
Yeah.
still trying to make it my own. So,
Yeah.
yeah.
Man, I love how you bring that up because I wanted to ask a question like what would like and I have my own view on things, but like what has the culture done for you, and what
Mm.
have you done for the culture? I mean, you can answer the first one first, but like you know what I
Yeah.
mean? Yeah. Like when I
Uh
say culture, I mean like the rap culture, the podcast, you know what I mean?
yeah.
Just in general, like what has it done?
I mean in terms of hip hop
Mm-hmm.
culture, I think hip hop is definitely giving me an outlet, to be able
Mm,
to express myself, to be able to I always say this, like you see people on the street, right? You see some
yeah,
unhoused, homeless people on the street,
yeah,
and you see them talking to themselves, and people will look at them and they'll have negative thoughts about that person.
yeah.
Right? You'll see them, you'll be like, oh, they're crazy, or this or that. They'll say whatever.
Mm-hmm.
To me, rapping is just talking to myself, but it's a socially accepted way of talking to myself. And I
Mm,
think hip hop has given me this platform or given me this space to be to be quote unquote crazy in a normal way. And so
yeah, that's tight. I knew that's tight.
yeah, like the same things, like people, they'll have an outbreak and they'll burst out and scream and throw
Mm-hmm.
tantrums or whatever. Like that's essentially what this music is for me. It's an expression, it's a form of expression, it's a way to
Yeah.
to to let go of things. And but it's a way to do it and people love you for it. And I think hip hop
Hey.
has created that lane so that me and others can take it, so that
Yeah.
we're not looked, so that I don't have all this pent up frustration, or I don't have all
Yeah.
this,
Nobody's
I'm like,
looking at you strange because
yeah,
you can't get your words out right. Yeah.
yeah. It's like
Okay.
it's like it's a great way, it's a great form of therapy, and it's a great way to connect. Like people like what you said, you listen to the music and then you have this thought of whoever this person is,
Yeah.
and then you reach out, and then you reach out to, like, the only reason you reached out to me is because I do music.
Oh
And now we
yeah.
having this conversation where it goes even
Yeah.
deeper than the songs.
Uh-huh.
And so this kind of interaction is happening with so many different people, and I think that's definitely due to the culture.
Okay, that's what's up.
Yeah, and as far as what I've done for the culture, I think I would like to think that I've been able to combat some of the negativity that's been going on in hip hop. Um,
Mm.
I understand I can't change the world, but
Yeah.
being able to connect with the youth.
Mm-hmm.
I've always stood on the message that, like, I'm not I'm not the guy up here. I've always stated that, like, I was never cool. I was never
Uh
the
like
star
down to
football.
earth kind of guy. Yeah.
Yeah, like I'm
Uh-huh.
real regular. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying?
I'm
And and
weak.
and and I feel like I've made it clear that I'm real regular. Like I'm not nobody. I'm just
Oh,
like
like you don't
y'all.
have like a holier than thou attitude or something like that.
Yeah. Yeah. And
Yeah.
and and I
Uh-huh.
think I hope through the music that I've taught the kids that are listening,
Mm-hmm.
And like it's kind of dope to be cool. It's kind of dope to be regular. You don't
Yep.
have to
Yeah.
be you don't have to be the star football player. You don't have to be the hardest gangster. You don't have to be
Yeah.
the smartest. You don't have to be the fastest, or you don't have to get all the women. Like to be regular is kind of dope. I
Yeah.
hope to bring that to the forefront so that other
Okay.
people could be themselves. You know what I'm saying? Like a lot
Yeah.
a lot of the people who's gang banging, or a lot of the people who's like at these extreme, of the spectrum of things,
Yeah.
they
Yeah.
kind of they kind of get there because they feel like other people think they should get there.
Yeah.
And it's like at the end of the day, like you can stay where you are and
Mm-hmm.
your tribe will come. Like the people that appreciate you,
Yeah.
it may take a little
They'll flock
longer.
to, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
With their,
They'll
yeah.
they'll
Yeah.
get
Yeah.
there eventually. So
Okay.
hopefully my contribution to the culture is talking to the kids and letting the kids know, like,
Nice.
hey man, let's be regular. Come be regular with us,
Mm.
come be a
It ain't, yeah.
podcaster. You know
There
what
ain't
I'm saying?
nothing wrong with it. Yeah, it's
Yeah.
crazy too. I like that. I watched this little this battle rap podcast.
Mm.
It's I don't know if you know. You ever watch battle rap?
I mean, yeah, I used to watch it heavy back in the Smack DVD era,
Oh yeah, yeah, yeah. Same.
Murder Mook and Jay Mills and all that.
Damn.
But
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah. So there's one of the new. He's not new. He's been around for a minute, but one of the guys that's like running the whole battle rap is his name is Geechee Gotti. He's from
Oh yeah, he the
Compton, I
Crip.
think, bro.
Yeah.
Like the shit I like about his platform is that he doesn't promote like a whole bunch of like gang shit. He's just promoting like just be real. You
Hmm.
ain't gotta be like robbing motherfuckers. You ain't gotta do nothing. Just be
Yeah.
real. Pay bills. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? And I liked it because it wasn't like he was promoting himself. He was just promoting. Nigga, just be real. You ain't gotta
Yeah.
be fake. You ain't gotta be like. You ain't gotta go do this in order to for everybody to give you that respect. And
Yeah.
the reason I bring that up is because like when I ask, what has the culture done for you? What are you doing for the culture? Like a
Hmm.
lot of people were like, "Hey, what are you gonna do your podcast about?" I was like, They're like, "Do it for the culture." Fuck no, not like that. But you know what I mean? Like I was
Yeah.
like, I can't put it out there like, yeah, man, I'm putting it on for the culture. Like I just put it on because I wanted like I wanted a voice. I wanted my side to have a story. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? I wanted to be able to have a platform to like promote some shit or even talk about some shit. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? And I never I hate I don't like saying I'm doing it for the culture because you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like not like that, but you know what I mean? It's not something that I'm super big on right now.
Hmm.
As far as like the like podcasting culture, yeah, I get it. But
Hmm.
like everybody's like, yeah, promote like make it a poly podcast. I'm like, no, I just
Yeah.
want to make it a podcast. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? It's not like I'm trying to like cut off the poly side because
Hmm.
obviously that's like my go-to.
Hmm.
That's my fan base for now. But it's like I don't want to I don't want to cut off an airway from doing like interviews with other people, doing
Yeah.
interviews with like you know what I mean, other cultures and stuff like that. I just want to be able to like have that platform to do it, and I don't want to be subjugated to one audience. You know what I
Hmm.
mean? Like
Yeah.
you always want to find an audience. And one of the things I want to like I asked you is like what do you do it for? You know what I mean? Do you do it for
Yeah.
the culture or whatever? You know what I mean? And
I
that's what was the biggest thing.
I think
So
I think what you said, that sentiment is echoed by a lot of people, but I think, man, like honestly, bro, I feel like we have the wrong perspective of looking at it. So like what you
yeah,
saying, you don't want to do a poly podcast, you want to do a podcast. I get it.
yeah,
And
yeah.
I think instead of saying it's a poly podcast, I think the better way to word it and to frame it would be,
Uh huh.
I'm a poly podcaster who has a podcast. Because I don't think we could ever, like me, I'm
Mm.
a poly rapper who raps, right?
Yeah.
I don't think we could ever escape our culture. Like we're so rooted and
Oh yeah.
embedded in it,
Facts.
from
Yep.
our name, from from our language,
history.
from
Yep.
our history, from our noses. You know what I'm saying? Like
Oh yeah,
everything
I was
about
about to like, all right,
us.
anatomy. Yeah,
You know,
for real.
everything. So I don't think we can escape it.
Yeah,
And just to touch on this, like you didn't say this, but it's kind of related. Um,
yeah.
I really dislike when poly rappers are
Uh-huh.
like, oh, I'm not a poly rapper, I'm a rapper. Like I
Ah,
don't
okay.
like it. I don't like it.
Yeah,
Um,
yeah.
I think it I
I
think
get it.
it's I think it cheapens, our culture and our experiences. You know,
Mm,
a lot of people want to step away from the culture because they feel like it's tied into, like, so I'll speak for poly rappers because that's exactly what I know.
yeah, yeah.
A lot of people don't want to be grouped in with poly rappers because they look at it like all we rap about is love. All we
Mm,
do the island reggae, like, and it's about, things that are like family orientated. And they
yeah,
and the people who usually say this are more like street. They're more into the streets, they're more into the dealing, they're more into the
yeah.
fast life.
The other
So
side of
they
the other life. Yeah,
and so they don't want to be grouped in with poly rappers. And to me, I'm like, no, you a poly rapper. It don't matter what you say.
yeah.
Like
No, no, yeah, yeah.
you can't fight that
100.
tag.
Yeah.
But we have to understand that poly's we in the streets too. Like
Oh
we
yeah.
dealing too. Like it you don't have to look at it like one way. It's
Mm,
I think it cheapens our experience especially as Americans. It cheapens our
yeah.
experience because it makes it seem like, oh, if you do this, you not poly. Like if you in the streets, you not
Mm,
poly. If you don't go to
yeah.
church, you not poly. But no,
Yeah.
like there are atheist Polynesians, there are drug dealing Polynesians, there are gang banging Polynesians. Like we can't just
Gang of them motherfuckers. Nah.
we can't just
Yeah.
disown it. We can't just disown that
Yeah.
side. Like we are all, you know what I mean? We're not a monolith.
Yeah.
It's a bunch of us doing a bunch of different things.
Mm,
And we have to own up to us being polys in
yeah.
every aspect, not just one kind. You know what I'm saying?
Mm, okay, I understand that. Like
Yeah.
I think like you hit it on the nail. Like the way I was looking at it, it was like everybody kind of forced me into that
Yeah.
lane. You know what I mean? But I
Hmm.
was like, let me
Yeah.
put the brakes on it. You know what I mean? Because I like, and it's not that it's wrong or anything. Because
Yeah.
obviously, like I'm Tongan, so you know what
Hmm.
I mean. Obviously, I'm gonna be trademarked as like, oh yeah, he's just a poly guy. You know what I mean? But
Yeah.
not that there's anything wrong with it. But at the same time, you know what I mean. I didn't want that narrative to be painted like just another
Yeah.
one. You know what I mean?
That's the
And
thing
and
about
and I know you
narratives.
can, yeah,
They change. They change. You know what I'm saying?
man,
You can start this and you can do it your way, and soon enough they're
yeah,
gonna be like, oh yeah, that's probably podcast. And then
mm-hmm,
and you start having these Palangis or these black people or these Asians or these
yep,
natives or whatever. And then all of a
yeah,
sudden people are gonna understand, oh wait, no, that Tongan dude that got a podcast, he
yep,
interview everybody. And then you
yep.
change that narrative with just the work. Like you
Man,
don't
that's all it was.
yeah, you know what I'm
Just
saying? You
just letting
good.
the work speak for itself.
Yeah.
Yeah. I think for me, just getting off the ground, obviously I have to cater to the politics because that's
Yeah.
my community. You know what I mean? Like you
Yeah.
want to talk to your people before you can talk to the world. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So that's pretty much how like my blueprint is now. Like I'm not sure. I wanted to ask you like when you first started out doing music, was it just for like everybody, or was it just for the people that you know what I mean for your people?
Man, my music was, I wouldn't say it was poly, it wasn't directed to polys. It was directed to Sacramento. Like
Mm,
honestly, that's all I so at that age, that's all
hey,
I knew, that's all I talked about.
I mean even now, like most of your songs, like I'm a nutty side representative. I was like,
Well,
okay,
yeah,
yeah, yeah,
it's a lot cleaner now, but before it was
yeah.
strictly Sacramento. And that was my
Okay,
only demographic. That's the only people I cared to be heard by.
yeah,
That's the only people that I talked to. And over the
nice.
time,
Uh huh.
I realized, like I don't want to just talk to these people, and I don't want to just be heard by these people. I want to be heard by everybody.
Yeah.
So it wasn't that I wasn't from Sacramento anymore, but instead of saying Norwood Avenue, or instead of saying, whatever,
Yeah.
It just got into the street. It became more broader terms. I started realizing like what we talking about in Sacramento, the
Yeah.
people in Baltimore is talking about the same thing. The people in Dallas, Fort Worth, Texas talking about the same thing.
Yeah.
People in Tacoma, Washington, Seattle talking about the same thing.
Oh, okay. I get it.
Our struggles, we may feel like this is only a Sacramento thing, but it's everywhere. Like we all have identical struggles. So then once I
Yeah.
realized that, and once I started like stop making it so specific, like I wasn't saying, like I said, I wasn't saying Norwood, I wasn't saying Truxell, I wasn't saying, you know, whatever. I wasn't saying these
Yeah. Yeah.
specific places. I started broadening my terms, and
Uh-huh.
now everybody could relate to it. It wasn't just, you
Mm,
know, oh, that sounds like me, but not really. It was
yeah.
like
Yeah.
that sounds like home. So,
That's
you
great.
know,
I like that because like it's like when you brought in the like the language, you
yeah.
ended up including everybody now.
Yeah.
Because
Yep.
now it's just not just Sacramento. I like that because like I said, the platform that I have right now, it wasn't like meant for only this people. Like I wanted it for everybody. And
Yep.
one of the biggest things I target is like the young people.
Yep.
Like I kind of want to give game back because obviously I've been given a whole bunch of game. Whether
Uh-huh.
I listen to it or not
Yeah.
remains to be unseen. But just having you know what I mean, like but just having like other people say it, and then like people can listen to it and just like take off with it.
Yeah.
Um, do you know what I mean? Like I don't claim to be like a know it all or anything, but my journey now is just to learn it, and
Yeah.
then when I'm learning, the people that are viewing this, they're learning too. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
So it's
Yeah.
not like a I have all the game, I have all the knowledge. No, it's like I'm learning. Hey, fuck it, let's learn together.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yep.
Uh,
Yep.
That's what I love about this, man. But just to switch it up and get some laughs in. Did you prepare any dad jokes or anything?
Oh, I
I
thought
got
you had the dad jokes. My fault. I
no,
didn't. I didn't know I
I
was
got a
supposed to.
gang. I
Okay.
got a gang of them, but
Yeah. 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 I don't
I
have any.
just kind of wanted to go back and forth. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
That's why I don't know if you were I just sent that out there, but yeah. Did you have any or like did you have any jokes
Nah.
that
I
you
just. I thought you was
like
gonna
that you
tell
knew
me
at
that.
all or?
Nah. I thought you was my fault.
Oh,
I
okay. No, no, no.
misunderstood
You're
that.
fine.
I
No, no,
misunderstood
no,
that
no.
segment.
No, it's cool. It's cool. I guess I didn't do it. I wasn't clear. No,
I thought this was
yeah.
the segment where you just start doing the stand up. You feel me? Like,
We I'm finna just do a bit.
yeah,
Yeah.
yeah, do a bit.
So yeah, like politics, man. You know, hey, you know what's funny? I had a Lyft driver the other day. He
Uh-huh.
was talking about how like he had came from Afghanistan,
Uh-huh.
and he was just like, bro, like, but he said it in his like accent and everything.
Mm.
Yeah, I come to no, that don't even I didn't even his accent. I'm over here bullshit. Now, he was just telling me like he was like, yeah, I came here, I marry a white girl. I'm like, is that okay in your culture? He goes, relationships are like politics. Go with whoever is good. I said, what the fuck? I don't think that's how politics work, bro. He's like, no, if they're good, you go with them. Yeah, fuck that. All right,
That's
my bad. Damn. Now I thought we was gonna go back and forth with jokes right now.
my fault, bro. I didn't.
No, no, no. You're good. You're good. You're good. You're good. All right. I told my wife to embrace her mistakes. After that, she gave me a hug.
See, if I would have known this was what this was,
Oh
I
man,
would have got more prepared. You feel
my
me?
bad, dog. You
I,
can Google right. Oh, what? You got your phone? My bad. My bad.
my
Damn.
phone. I'm using my phone as my
Oh,
camera. I can't even Google that right now.
nah, it's all good, man. I think I should have been more clear on that one. My bad. It's all right.
I just seen dad jokes in the notes, and I was like, all right,
Yeah,
cool. You know, he got some
this
dad
nigga
jokes for
finna
me.
do it. This nigga finna do it a bit.
I thought you was gonna talk about being a dad. I thought that's what you. Are
I'm
you a
telling
dad?
you.
Are you a
Nah,
dad?
nah,
Oh, you're not a dad?
nah. Just
Oh,
married.
wait, how old is you?
28.
Oh, what the hell? I'm older than you. Oh, okay.
Damn, I look old though.
Nah,
Damn.
you
It's the
don't look
camera. It's
old.
the wrinkles.
Nah,
Man, nah.
you don't look. Nah,
No.
I'm hella older. Not hella older, but and you went to what? You went to Burbank?
Yo,
Oh, okay.
hold
That's what's
on.
up.
What year you graduate?
I graduated 2010.
Oh, you
So
ain't that old. I graduated 2013.
I know, but
Yeah,
still,
you
you know
ain't
what I'm
that old.
saying?
Yeah.
When I think of
Nah, you
2013,
older,
I
but
got little cousins that's 2013, and they like I think of them as super young. So then I'm looking at you like
we
them now, and I'm just
don't
like,
worry, man. You
oh,
still
okay.
nah. Hey, you're not old, man. You're still young.
But you say that because we close.
Nah, if you was like, and sorry to the brothers and
Yeah, you
sisters
about to.
other than if you were like 2001 or something, I would have been like, damn, nigga, you got like decades.
Damn,
No, but
nah.
yeah,
My beard would
that
have been
shit.
gray if that was the case. You feel me?
Yeah, man. Hey, the greatness just attacks everybody. I got
Hold on, we
gray
finna
hair
hold
and
on. Let's get into you real quick. You interview me this whole time. So you from
oh
South
shit.
Sac, born and raised?
Oh yeah. Born and raised.
Okay.
Uh, yeah, pretty much just stayed out here my whole life.
Uh,
I yeah, that's it, man. I got an education from Elk Grove, you know what I mean? So
you
for
okay?
whatever that's worth, you know.
I feel it. Hey,
Yeah, I
and there are
went
nice
from
houses out there.
man, my pops got a house out there.
Mhm.
I went out there for middle school. I went from the bottom of the class out there to the top of the class over here at Burbank.
Okay, damn.
I'm not talking about. You know what I mean? I didn't even talk about our school system, but you
Yo,
know, we're lacking in some things. You know what I mean? But at the same time, you know what I mean? Like you give
yeah,
up certain things. You know, you have a tight ass football team.
yeah.
Sorry ass education. You know what I mean? I don't know how it was at Grant, but
You
you know
can't
what
do
I mean?
both.
Yeah, you
Nah,
know, I
my
mean, like,
my freshman year at Grant, we had an orientation,
yeah,
and the teacher, the principal at the time, Mr.
mm-hmm.
Coaster, he got on stage and he goes, you know, I have high hopes for you guys. You know, class of 2010.
Yeah,
There's 500 of you guys right here. I think we had like 580 kids in our class,
uh-huh.
and they said if we can graduate half of you guys, that'll be incredible.
What
He
the?
said last year's graduation class was 20%. Only 20%. So he was like, so just imagine if 20% of you guys graduated, that's how many people graduated last year. If you guys can graduate 21%, that's one step closer. That's an improvement. I was like, I was sitting there doing the math like 21%. What the
Hey,
heck?
that nigga set the bar hella low for you guys,
Dude,
bro.
he
What
was
the
hopeful.
hell?
He was like 20, if 21% of you guys graduate, that'll be
Me,
incredible. And I'm sitting here like only 20% graduate. Yo, class of 2005 was some idiots, bro. Like,
bruh, that's hella crazy. He said
yeah.
21%. That's
I,
like I seen this you're Dave Chappelle
uh,
who had a he had a skit. He was like, I went back to my old high school and I did a speech. I just looked at him and said, hey, you got to learn how to play basketball, get funny, or learn how to rap. Get to entertaining these white folks. I said, fuck. He said, you stuck? Yeah, you stuck? Do something. I said, damn. That's what your
that's
principal did to y'all right there, bro.
bruh, that's so funny. Yeah, I hella remember
Man.
like hearing all these bad things about Grant, like from my
Out
parents.
of
You know,
pocket, bro.
all my family went to Grant, like all the years
Yeah.
before me. So
Uh-huh.
like, you know, we've been there for a while. And so I heard all these things, and I get to school, and I'm like, man, this ain't that bad. Like the hallways look nice, and you know the
Yeah.
buildings look cool. They were just building up West Campus, so West Campus wasn't built
Mm-hmm.
yet, or it was built, but it was getting remodeled. So they were painting,
Yeah.
and I was like, it looks nice over here, bro. We get to that assembly, and they said 20% of class of 2005 graduated. I was like, damn, we was some straight idiots out here, bro.
Halloween. It's
Yeah.
funny too, because I used to like you know how I'm not sure if you're like familiar with it, but it was a bunch of like North versus South type things. You know what
Oh
I
yeah.
mean? When I was growing up,
Yeah.
it was it like that for you too,
It was a big deal, and
man. It's
honestly,
funny.
I took it
Go
on
ahead.
without never meeting anybody from Southside. Like it just became a
Bro,
I didn't know like bruh,
hey
like
man.
so it happened
Oh
I
my
think in
god.
high school it became a big thing in high school. And then like
Yeah.
as high school progressed, well, first of all, I wasn't, like my family and them was in the streets. I was
Yeah.
just, I'm a nerd, I'm around. So they had all these whatever, they had all these issues with people from South Side, or they had all these preconceived notions. And me just
Yeah.
being there, I was like, oh yeah, South Side, it's hella ghetto out there, blah, blah. And then like in high, I think junior high or junior year, I
Yeah.
looked at it and I was like, I've never met anybody from South Side. Like I've never
Yeah.
like they could be really
Yeah.
nice people out there. Like
Yep.
so then after that,
Man.
the talk that happened, I disconnected because I was like, I don't know if I like them or hate them. I never met anyone, you know what I'm saying? So,
Yeah.
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 Actually the one person
Man.
that I did know from Southside was hella cool, Capelli. Like he was from the South.
Oh yeah.
So
Yeah.
I was
Yep.
like,
Yep.
wait, they're nice people down there. What are y'all
Oh
talking
yeah.
about?
Nah, it's funny too
Yeah.
because I was like, bro, like growing up, I kind of just like took on that whole North versus South. So I was like, man,
Yeah.
fuck Greg, fuck the pen. You know what I mean? I'm not like that now because obviously we're growing up. Like that
Yeah.
shit is in the past. Like leave that. Like when I was going to Burbank, yeah, it was about that, man. Man, my whole life, bro. Like blah 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 blah. Yeah, it's the North. That's the North. Yeah, that's the Nordy.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Bro, I come to realize, man, I grew up, bro, and I started like actually kicking it with people from the North.
Yeah.
Some of these motherfuckers are my closest brothers, man. I'm like, where were you guys my whole life, man?
Yeah.
I was
Yeah.
like,
We did the photo. So my uncle was doing photography at the time, and we did the photo shoot with Rob and them and everybody from the
yeah,
South. And I'm sitting here like, bro, these dudes is like all 6 feet tall. Yo, Southside got some hitters over there, bro. I'm over there 5'8", just looking up. Rob jumped out the car with a bulletproof vest. I was like, damn, you know what? We're just gonna take this camera and take these pictures. But everybody was cool. Man, everybody that I've met from Southside has always been cool, bro. So it's like that's I don't know. I think when you
it was just the
kids,
rivalry of
yeah,
like sports and
yeah.
I was like, damn.
When you kids, you just jump on the wagon with
Yep,
stuff. But then
exactly. Bro.
it's like, bro, what? Nah, yeah.
Man,
It was, yeah. That's funny.
I think I attribute it to like just always being around my side. So you know what I mean. It was never like I got to kick it with the North side, and then you know what I mean. I come back to the South, so it was just like, yeah, there was no like back and forth. It was just like, hey, stay over here.
That's so weird too, because Sacramento is not big. Like, it's like 5 exits away. And like honestly, bro, when I hear Fruit Ridge, bro, I feel like I'm in a whole different world. Like straight up, like as soon as you hit, like you know what I'm saying, as soon as you go past the on the freeway, like a little more than what I'm used to, I'm like looking around, like, man, we in Wakanda, so like, what is going on? It's like a whole new world, bro.
That's the same thing I be thinking. Like I be going down Grand Ave, and I'm like, oh my gosh, what are these people doing?
Bro, we be over there. Man, my auntie used to live off of MOK, bro. We used to go down there. I used to be like, dang, this is crazy. Look, they got there was like a Yummy's Donuts or something. Like, man, what is this? Like, what is this? The Yum. Like, man, this is crazy. I never even heard of this before. That's so funny, bro. Like, I don't think anybody outside of Sacramento will understand. Like,
bro,
there's like a whole. It's like the wall, the Berlin Wall, like where it's like divided, and like that's
something
funny,
about the 80 or the 50 that separates. Man, these motherfuckers like these motherfuckers hate each other. They're neighbors and shit.
Yeah, it's like, bro, we right down the street.
That shit was hella crazy. Like during high school, bro, I hated all the North area, like football kids and shit. And I never knew any of them. I was like, damn, man. They was like, yeah, they got this tight ass number 3 over there. Fuck them. But yeah, I come to find out we start playing rugby together. I'm like, oh man, this thing hella cool. What's up, bro? I started building bonds and shit.
Yeah.
Hey, but as long as that history that I had of like, I wouldn't say hate, just hating on. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Yes.
I wouldn't say hate because like hate's a strong ass word, but like just hating on the North, bro.
Yeah.
Like right when I met these fools, gone. Yeah. No more hate. I was just like, Man, the nutty side hella too, bro.
That's what I'm saying.
We finna go kick it over there, like, bro. I swear it was like.
Shout out to LT, man, Mr. LT. That fool was the funniest dude ever, bro.
That's the hilarious horse right there.
I'm saying, man, like,
man.
As soon as you start growing, you like, man, we could have been friends a long time ago. I mean, what the hell is this, bro? And you know what the funniest thing is though?
What's that?
Between the North and the South, like, or between any two like rivalries based very closely together.
Yeah.
As soon as you get outside and somebody say something about Sacramento, it don't matter if it's North Sac or South Sac. It's like North and South versus whoever.
Oh yeah. What'd you say about Sacramento, nigga?
Yeah, it's like, bro, beam team. It's beam team. You know what I'm saying? So I think it's so funny when that happens because it's just, that's hilarious.
It really is Sacramento versus everybody.
Yeah.
When you get to Sacramento, North versus South.
Then when you get in the North, it's the Heights versus. It's like it keeps going. It keeps going. So it's just
you got little beef sections in there.
It's like, man, come on, let's just let's chill.
That's crazy that I think about it. It's like some of the closest brothers that I have right now, and I'm just like, damn. You know how long I've been hating these niggas, man. These niggas have been on my these niggas have been in my prayers. Let us be.
Oh, that's so funny, bro.
Oh man,
that's hilarious, bro.
It's funny, but like when you realize like how much you've really been hating on these niggas, like, damn, my bad, y'all. I be apologizing and shit out of nowhere. I'm like, they're like, what you apologizing for? I just thought about something. Look.
You know, we was just kids, man. We was kids.
Yeah, definitely just picked up what you know what I mean, the older people taught us and shit.
Yeah.
And it's funny too, because like I said, I used to kick it with my older brothers. So like my older brother Head and Toad, they don't want to bring me around. Bro, I was like 13, 14, going to go security for Green's Moss. I don't know if you remember Green's Moss. Bruh. Literally, like my older brothers are standing on the side over there, and then I'm just manning the door, and they're like, "Hey, Techie, there's a cover charge of $5." I'm like, "Is there really a cover charge of $5?" He's just like, "Yeah, nigga, you gotta pat them down and ask for $5." What's up, Dogo? How you been? Oh yeah, I'm good. These niggas try to walk past me. I'm like,
$5.
I gotta pat you down. You know what I mean? I gotta pat you down. And it's a $5 cover charge for tonight. And they're like looking back at me like,
you gotta pat down your uncle. This is your uncle coming to the club.
Funny too, because like I still remember like this shout out to the brother Lou. This motherfucker was about to swing on me, bro. He looked at me. Get the fuck out of my way. Get the fuck out of my way. And then my older brother and them like, hey, you gotta pay the cover charge. I said,
right on.
There's a cover charge. I'm like hella nervous trying to be a bouncer and shit. Man, that
couldn't be me. Couldn't be me.
Man. Oh shit! I was like, never again.
I worked security at Candlestick one time. We volunteered so we could get in the game.
Oh yeah.
So we worked. I had the wand, and I was supposed to wand people down. I was in there like, yeah, clear. Go ahead. You could have got in there with you could have got in there with a bazooka with me. I was sitting there, was like, you gotta bend over and scan their ankles. I said, I'm not gonna do that, bro.
You
got me twisted. I was over there doing the wand like a little, on their back and on their front. I was like, man,
you head of security letting everybody in.
I was like, go ahead, man. This is all free. I said, man, I'm volunteering right now, man. You got me twisted. Got me standing for 3 hours. Get the hell up out
How much am I getting paid? Oh, yep. Oh, you're good. Yeah,
we left at halftime. At halftime, we took our vests off and just went and watched the game. They started. They ended with like 12 less security guards because 12 of us looked at each other. We said, man, this is not cool. Bounced out. Watched the game. We watched we beat the Seahawks that year.
Hey. Nah. Oh, we got the Eagles today, man.
Yep. That's why
Okay.
I wanted to do this interview early. You know what I'm saying? I'm saying we're gonna
Oh
knock this out
yeah.
early. I'm gonna
What
get
time's
ready
the
for the
game? What
game.
time's the
Game's at
game?
125.
Oh, okay, cool. Oh
Yeah.
shit, I gotta work at 2:30. So
Yeah.
yeah, we should. Oh, we got plenty of time, huh?
Yeah.
Okay. Man. Before we finish up, I do want to touch up on the subject real quick. It's like what do music artists have to do now to kind of stay relevant in this time of day? You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, in your perspective, what would you say music artists have to do?
You gotta create content. You know, maybe
Mm-hmm.
not everybody. You know, you got artists that transcend the trends. You know, you got
Yeah.
artists that are bigger than the algorithm. And
Okay.
when that's the case, that's the case. You know, and you special. If you
Yeah.
got it like that, then you don't need to do the content. But 9 times out of 10, you don't got it like that. So you have to play the game.
Mm.
Like people are trying to win the game without playing the game, and it don't work like that. You got to create content. You got to post. You got to learn
Yep.
these algorithms, social media platforms, and then you got to make great music. You know?
Yeah. I get that.
Yeah.
Um. Was there ever like a time in like your career where you were just like trying to do what these guys are doing, like not copy like the good shit, but like copy the dumb shit that everybody else is doing. Like I don't know, if you ever see that Snoop Dogg GGN news or whatever,
Yeah.
where
Yeah.
he was talking with 50 Cent, he was like, I was rapping like these. You know what I mean? Like you ever caught yourself doing any stuff like that? Like just trying to like keep up with trends and shit.
uh I mean, I think there's certain aspects that are trendy but I'm a fan of it. Like drill
Mm,
music, I'm a fan of drill music. Not so
yeah,
much the content, not so much, what they're talking about, but more so
the style.
it's like a whole new way to look at rap to me.
Yep.
And like I love it. So like I've tried to do the not drill music, but like like rhyme schemes and drill flow like that.
Uh huh.
And I love it. But I am aware that it's kind of like not in my wheelhouse. But
Mm.
I still have done
Something
it.
to dabble with for sure.
Yeah, but I don't do it to chase anything.
Uh
I
huh.
think more so it's just exciting. It's just
Okay.
new. It's new for me, so it's
Yeah.
exciting. It's I'm curious about it. But I don't
I
think
get
I
it.
don't think I've ever done anything like, oh my god, this gonna get views. No.
Damn. Okay. So now, and I just asked this like just uh as like a where are you now? Like, do you feel like the work that you put in, the music that you have out now, do you feel like you're in a position you should be, or do you feel like there's always like another like level that you should be at right now? You know what I mean? Like, is that something like you feel like yourself though? You know what I mean? Like because
Uh
I kind of like and just to put it in like a perspective for me, outside looking in, bro, like your music is up there, bro. Like as
yeah.
far as like lyrical content,
Mhm.
uh, content wise, you know what I mean. You're still pushing like top five artists. You know what I mean? As far as like
Thank you. Yeah.
poly rappers, you know what I mean. And no disrespect to Booyah Tribe, but I'll put you above Booyah Tribe, and that's because I'm younger though. I'm younger
Yeah.
though, so I
Yeah,
like you
okay.
know what I mean.
Okay.
It's like I'm not
That's
gonna say like
crazy. That's crazy, but
yeah.
okay.
I mean, but how do I say it?
Yeah.
Like don't get me wrong, man. I love We Are Tribe. I love the music, but
Mhm.
like for me, I didn't grow up listening to Booyah
Yeah.
Tribe. I
Yeah.
grew up
That's
listening
under
to,
yeah.
you know what I mean.
Yeah.
So it wasn't like I'm just trying to diss them. I just like
You
for
just
me
relate.
personally,
We the same age.
exactly.
We the same. We basically the
Oh
same
yeah,
age. So
shit, yeah.
you gonna
My bad.
relate.
I'm over here trying to make it look like older and shit. My bad.
Nah, but
But
we
yeah,
come from the same place and we from the same age.
yeah.
So you gonna relate to it a little more. I get it. I
Oh
get it.
yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
And the reason I ask, like, do you feel like comfortable where you at now? Is because like and I say this about all like the close artists that I'm with. I'm like, bro, you should be bigger. You should be
Mhm.
bigger. And you know what I mean? Just fan type shit. But
Yeah.
like for you personally, do you feel like yeah, I'm at where I'm at because of such and such, or you feel like I should be a little bit more, or I should be a little bit lower? You know what I mean?
Um, I think I definitely had the potential to go more to be
Mm,
bigger than what I am now.
yeah,
Uh, I dealt with insecurities my whole life, so it's a little difficult, you know. Like
yeah,
I
yeah.
dealt with the stage fright. I dealt with not wanting to put myself out there like that. I've dealt with self sabotage, you know.
Mm-hmm.
So at every step of the way in my journey in music, I've always kind of held myself back.
Okay, I
So
get that.
I could definitely see if I was more confident, if I was a more confident person, a youngin,
Yeah.
that I think it would have, I think it would have went a lot more. You know, I definitely,
Oh, okay. Like you would have kind of it wouldn't have been a matter of like just shutting yourself down. You would have been like putting yourself up there type stuff.
yeah,
Or okay.
I was my biggest hindrance in my music career. Or
Mm.
I am my biggest
I
hindrance.
Man, I noticed that about a lot of artists. Like
Mm,
they're the biggest critique.
yeah,
Like I talked to my Ellie about like some of his unreleased music, and I'm like, oh, just like release it. He's like, no, you know what I mean? Like he's like, he like him, and I'm pretty sure like a lot of like artists like
mm,
you guys do this thing where you guys like, boom, get in the session, write it, put it down on the track, listen to it like 400 or 500 times. Nah, it's not good. It's not, you know what I mean? But
I
you know what I mean?
I
At the
actually
beginning, you're like, I love this shit. But then like listening to it over and over, you're like, no.
I actually don't feel like that.
Oh yeah?
Yeah, I don't get that.
Okay.
I got like nine albums on streaming. I got like 400 songs on SoundCloud. Like I
Yeah.
don't feel like that at all. Um,
Mm.
I get people who do, but I've never been a perfectionist in that sense because I feel like music should represent who you are, and songs that are imperfect, like
Yeah.
I'm imperfect. Like I'm imperfect.
Uh-huh.
So music that's imperfect, it represents me correctly. And also like some people they don't like releasing
Yeah.
music. Yeah. You know, and some people don't like releasing music because they're like, oh, you know, I'm way better now, or oh, that's old. But I would hope that we grow in life. You don't want to, you know, you don't want.
Yeah.
So the music that sounds bad from a year ago, it should
Uh-huh.
sound bad because you should be growing. So I don't.
Yeah. Progression for sure.
I've never had that issue. I think the issue stems from confidence, where like if I put a song out,
Yeah.
or no, if I'm putting music out, if I meet people, I'm not saying, "Hey man, I'm a rapper." Hey man, I do
Mm.
music. Hey, this is me. I'm not like promoting myself like I used to, and I think I'm starting to get back to it. But
Yeah.
there
Yeah.
was a middle of my career where you know I separated myself from it because I just wasn't confident in it. And then
Mm.
doing shows like when the music was at like the peak, or like when people were really interested, I
Yeah.
didn't want to do shows. I made so many excuses and I didn't want to go out. And
Yeah.
so
Yeah.
I definitely
Okay.
held myself back. You know, I definitely held myself back. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I I've always like thought about it like artists for you, like you know what I mean, for you and like other artists, you
Mm,
guys have to put in like a whole bunch of more work other than just making a song. Like
mhm.
you guys have to like promote it, you guys have to like concerts, you guys have to do all this stuff. And when Miley was explaining that shit to me, I was like, damn, that shit really do take away from your life. Like
Yeah.
you know what I mean? Like it takes your time and stuff like that. How do you like for you now? Like, do you feel like you're kind of like up for that? Like you have the content out there, you have the music out there and stuff, but like, do you feel like you have that drive to really go out there and like perform like a Tacoma, perform a LA, perform a Utah and stuff like that?
I think man, I don't ever see myself stopping music.
Mm,
I don't ever see
okay,
myself stopping. Like I could see myself
nice.
creating and releasing music,
Yeah, yeah,
you know, forever. But when it comes to like performing this stuff, uh as long as the schedule is right. If I get the
mm,
scheduling down, I'm with it. Like as long as I
yeah,
can make time for it.
yeah. If
Cause
it
now
makes
like
sense, oh
yeah, if
yeah,
it makes sense. Cause like now I'm out here, so I'd have to take an international flight. You know, I got work. So
yeah,
now I have to take a break off of work. So if it makes sense and I'd be down for it though. You know,
Yeah.
it's a lot of fun for me.
Nice.
And
Nice.
also in the same sense of what you asked earlier
Yeah.
about do you think you should be bigger? I do think I could be. I had the potential to be, but also like I'm really proud of where I'm at now. I don't have a
Mm.
lot of listeners. I'm not the type to have a lot of listeners.
What do you mean?
Like I don't have, like it's an artist out there with a lot more plays, a lot more listeners, a lot more streams. But for me, like I got a lot of people like that listen deeply, you know.
Yeah.
Like I got
Definitely. Definitely,
I've
bro.
always said instead of having a song with 1,000 plays, I'd
Yep.
rather have an album where every song has 100 plays. And what
Mm.
I mean by that is like I want people to be invested in me, the artist, as
Yeah.
opposed to a song that where they're like, "Oh, who sings this?" And you kind of like, "Oh, I don't know, but this is my song." There's a lot of people where like they only know
Yeah.
one song from an artist.
I
And
get
for
it.
me, like I'd rather you be a fan of me and then have the music follow. Because now that I have people that are fans of me,
Mm-hmm.
they're fans of everything that I'm
They're true
attached to.
fans. Yeah. 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 That's
So
right.
they're fans of the podcast. They're fans of the music. They're
Yep.
fans of these interviews. They're fans of everything I post on Instagram. So like
Yep.
I'm really proud of the culture that and the
Nice.
I'm proud of the crowd that I've cultivated. Yeah. You
Okay.
know?
Yeah. Yeah.
Yeah.
And not to like I do want to put it out there. Like you got a what's it called? You got a following for
Yeah.
sure. Like there,
Yeah.
and there's no doubt about it. Like although like you're not where you want to be, you
Yeah.
are. You know what I mean? You have a presence.
Mhm.
Like and the cool thing about that is, man, I like people understand that. I mean, I understood it too, because like the thing that made me reach out to you was like, dude, he's another Sacramento guy. Like, you know what I mean? He's an artist. Let me
Mhm.
try to talk to him. You know what I mean? Like just get something that you can give off to somebody else. You know what I
Yeah.
mean? And through the stuff that we talked about today, man, there's a gang of game that people can look up to. People
Mhm.
can look out for. You know what I mean? As
Mhm.
far as like what you've been through, how it worked for you, what you're doing now, and then like just pretty much game in general, man. And I appreciate that, man, for real.
Yeah.
I do want to do another podcast, but like later in the future, man. We ain't got to do it now. I mean, not now, but you know what I mean. Just like a rerun, like a run it back type of
Mhm.
podcast. But first off, man, I do want to see if you wanted to like plug anything, talk about give any shout outs, you know what I mean?
Oh
The many
man.
baby mamas you got out here.
Nah, nah, nah,
Like
nah. Hey man, shout out to you, man. Appreciate you having me on here, man.
love, brother.
We've been trying this for a minute, so I
Man.
apologize. I
Nah,
apologize for the delay.
that's me. That's all my fault, man. I've been catting off. I've been everybody's been asking, hey man, what's up with the podcast? I was like, oh, you caught up on all 5 episodes? Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Liar, nigga. There's 6 episodes. You know what I mean? But
And now there's about to be 7. You know what I'm saying?
hey, you
Yeah,
feel
so
me?
shout out to you, bro. Appreciate you for having me on.
Appreciate you, brother, for even doing it, man. Considering this, man, I appreciate it for sure.
Come on, man. Anything
Hey,
Sacramento, we behind it. You know what I'm
hey,
saying?
Sacramento versus
You
everybody.
know what I'm saying?
Hey, one thing I do want to thank you for is that you did kind of change my mind a little bit about that like the way I was feeling about the whole culture type
Yeah,
deal. You know what I
yeah.
mean? Like I didn't think of it like, hey man, you're a Tongan podcaster.
With a podcast.
You with the podcast. I
Yeah.
never thought about I just
Yeah.
you know what I mean? I just had that broad view painted with
Mhm.
that broad brush, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
So hey man, like like I said, man, I love doing this because I get game and
Yeah.
other kids or other people get game too. I
Yeah.
appreciate that, bro. Like
Yeah.
to the max, man.
No, man,
Sure
no
for sure.
problem. And if it has something to do with elevating our culture and making people
Yeah.
proud to be of our
Yep.
culture, proud to be a Polynesian podcaster,
Yep.
as opposed to not being proud or shying away
Oh
from
yeah.
that title,
Oh
then I'm
yeah.
all for it, man. Yeah.
Yeah. Man, I
Um,
appreciate that for sure, for sure.
no problem.
Uh my bad. Anything else you wanna
Yeah,
shout
man.
out or
If y'all if y'all want some light, friendly banter, you know what I'm saying? I do host 2 podcasts as well. Me
yes,
and my
sir.
boy Marcus, we do the Politicking podcast where we basically
Oh,
talk about current events in the culture, current events in pop culture. You know, we have a few things. We're both Samoan, so we talk about Samoan things. But I mean, Samoan, Tongan, man, we all like all the
yeah.
Polynesian islands. We all basically
Hey, that
interchangeable.
the pastor pig farm thing was hella.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying?
That
That stuff
shit
is
had me hella
crazy,
weak. Hey, it's
crazy.
crazy. Hey, I love how you guys like are deep researching and stuff.
Yeah,
And is it just you and him that do all the subjects and stuff like that?
just us. We text each other
Oh man. Oh
all
yeah, you
throughout the
guys
week.
got.
Yeah,
Oh yeah, you for sure. You guys for sure doing it. Like I like that, bro. And I think I or not I think I want to eventually get both of you guys whenever you guys are free, man. That
yeah.
that'll for sure give me a it'll give me more motivation to like do more research, bring more shit up because like I said earlier, man, I do want to talk like other shit like otherworldly, you know what I mean,
Mhm.
conspiracy ideas, and
Yeah.
then maybe we'll have the actual joke thing too, you know what I mean? That way it's
My fault.
that way it's just
I
not me doing
fumbled.
the whole
I
thing by
fumbled the
myself.
ball. I fumbled the
Nah,
ball.
nah. Hey, if I would like, I have a problem with explaining things. I just be thinking like, yeah, he understands because he's in my head too.
Yeah,
So
yeah.
yeah, man, I appreciate it, brother. Before we sign off, is there? Oh man, my bad. You mind if I post real quick on the gram? It's just a story, not
Oh, go
like a
ahead, go ahead. Yeah.
okay, cool,
Hold on,
cool,
hold
cool.
on, hold on. I got we got the Politicking podcast, but I
Oh
also
yeah.
host another podcast called the Way Back Wednesday podcast. You actually might
Mm-hmm.
like it. It's a it's like a nostalgic podcast. We throw it back. So anybody that's a millennial, you know, you born in the late 80s, early 90s, you
Yeah.
know, we talk about a bunch of things that y'all might like from
Okay.
we had an episode about daytime television talking about Maury Povich
Yeah.
and Jerry Springer. We had an
Yep.
episode talking about WWF, you know, not
Ooh, the
WWE, but
Attitude Era.
WWF. You know what I'm
Uh huh.
saying?
Uh huh.
We had an episode about Pokemon. We just recorded the episode about Power Rangers. Like we doing
Oh
everything from
shit.
our childhood. You know, everything from
Okay.
our childhood that we had a
Hey,
1999 movie draft, you know. So anything that you think of
you
from back in
could
the
have a
day,
marathon episodes for the daytime TV shows.
bro.
Have a episode about Full House, Family
Dog.
Matters.
So
Like, bro.
we talked about Maury versus Jerry Springer. We talked
Mm,
about soap operas, like all the soaps our grandmas used to watch,
yeah.
Days of Our Lives,
Yep.
Passion, you know what I'm saying?
Passion. Oh,
You
Passion was
know,
the one.
General
What?
Hospital, you know what I'm saying?
Bruh.
And then we ended it with game shows, you know, Price is Right, you
Mm.
know, all of those
Bob
things.
Barker.
Bob Barker. Everything that happened during the day with your grandma.
Yeah.
So Way Back
Okay.
Wednesday podcast. Wednesday spelled WHENSDAY. Way
Yep.
Back Wednesday podcast and the Politicking podcast on all platforms, on YouTube, on Instagram. So yeah, man,
Yeah.
check us out. Yeah.
I'm a put it in the video. I'm gonna have it on the bottom or maybe up here,
Yes,
maybe up
sir.
here. But yeah, for sure, I'm gonna give that plug on there, man. Hey, I appreciate you coming on the show, brother, man. Mad love, cause bro, this is like I said, you're from the north, I'm from the south. Mad love, man. I
No
appreciate it,
problem.
brother.
No
Oh yeah,
problem.
man, off us. Yeah.
Yes, sir. We out of here.
Hey, I'm see you over there.
And no one could seem
Hey, yo,
to
who
solve them.
Hey yo, I've got some issues that nobody can see. And all of these emotions pouring out of me. Bumping that Kid Cudi, you know my kid love me. But it's been a few weeks since they even heard from me. Devil in my ear trying to block them out. Pleading with the Lord help me, but he copping out. This is just isn't my time, feel like clocking out. Tired at the bottom, I'm trying to see what the top about. Complications I be facing on my own. Cause being away from home, got a nigga all alone. Physically still here, but mentally I'm gone. Spiritually I'm tripping.